Hey guys! So I wanted to do a video basically on my views as a parent. This might be kind of long because I have a lot of what I stand for, and it's in no way like I'm not bashing anyone as a parent, and this is just how I choose to parent my daughter and my future children. This is how I want it to be, and if you don't agree with it, I'm not saying you're a bad mother, father, whatever. I'm not saying you guys are bad parents. This is just what I feel is best for my daughter. Let me start with co-sleeping. Co-sleeping is a thing I think is looked on as a bad parent decision from a lot of people, and that's not true at all. Co-sleeping is an amazing thing that I think if you are 100% cautious and careful with what you're doing, you are then it's a great thing. It's really nice, especially the first couple months, especially when they're waking up, every 2 hours, that kind of deal. It's a pain when you're half asleep to go into the room and pick them up and feed them and stuff. Especially if you're breastfeeding, it's so much easier. I wish I could have breastfed, but that's a different subject I'll get to later. But it really helped me. It's definitely a bonding experience to sleep with your child. They're not going to do that for very long. It was great. I loved it. I became a very light sleeper after becoming a mother, so I was never worried. She was always under my arm. My arm would fall asleep. It hurt. I dealt with it. So when she moved, it would wake me up, like if she moved in her sleep. So it was never, I never looked at it like, oh, I'm being a bad mom. And I didn't have, at the time, I was living in a very small apartment with my dad, and it was a 2-bedroom, so there was no room in my bedroom for any kind of crib. My room was tiny, so it didn't work. That was the best thing that worked for us. It really helped with night feedings, and it was just so much easier, and I just loved it. I love being able to cuddle with my baby all night. And when you're dealing with your postpartum situations, it was really beneficial for me. I don't think everyone feels that way. People do judge you based on that, and I am really annoyed with that. I know people in my family were mad that I was doing it. I was like, what? I'm very careful. I'm cautious. She sleeps in the middle of it. She won't roll off the bed. She would sleep on the inside of her bed. I've never allowed anything to happen. I was up all night, so it wasn't even an issue, and it was very beneficial. I don't know what else to say about it, but I just want to get that out there, that it's not a bad thing, and it doesn't make you a bad parent if you choose to do it. The next thing I want to talk about is breastfeeding versus formula feeding. I touched on a lot of these subjects, but I didn't go into as much detail as my views, and I want to kind of talk about my situation about breastfeeding. I really wish I could have breastfed. I want to put that out there. I really wish I was in that position to have breastfed, because it's definitely an experience I wish I could have had. I think it would have been great, but I was, after Ava was born, I had surgery to get a blood clot out. And so in that 24, I was in surgery. I was like not with my family for the entire day. So they were bottle feeding her, obviously. There's no other option during the day. And she got accustomed to that bottle very fast, to the formula of the bottle. And then after getting used to from being pregnant and being hungry all the time to figuring out, oh, I'm not hungry at all. Like I just didn't feel, I didn't want to eat anything. I also had postpartum depression. So I just never wanted to eat after she was born. So I couldn't get enough breast milk. Like even when I pumped, it would maybe be in 2 ounces, 1 ounce. Like it was never enough to give her all day. So I kind of just was like, this isn't working. I can't do this. So I stopped. And I felt like a terrible mother during that. How long did I try that for? Maybe 2 months. So she was like 2 months, 2.5 months. I was pumping and that wasn't working, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't do it. So, I mean, if I had another child, I would definitely try harder than I did. I didn't try hard enough, I don't think. I think part of it was I was a little lazy too. Yeah, I would, but I don't think, so I am definitely on the fence of both sides of that. So you're not a bad mother if you formula feed and you didn't even try breastfeeding. Not saying that at all. Because I think it's something everyone should try, but if you choose and you don't think and you don't want to do it, good for you. Like, it's not a bad thing if you don't want to do it. If that's not what you feel is best for you or your situation. Everyone has different things going on in situations and like whatever is best for them. So not against any of that. The next thing also is the whole, sorry, I have it written down right here. What's the next one? Brain fart. I'm so sorry. I'm having a major brain fart moment right now. Single parents. Okay. I'm a single mother. It's okay. There are a lot of those out there, especially at my age. I tried to make it work. I was with her dad for 3.5 years. That's a long time. Like, I was with him for 2.5 before I got pregnant. So, at my age, I was with him from, started dating when I was 16, and I was pregnant at 18 and gave birth at 19. So, it's not like I just met him. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad if you just met your child's father and you guys had baby. That's all on you. I'm talking about my personal. We tried to make it work. We were never happy together after she was born. He didn't treat me the best. Let's just say that. He just did not treat me the best. But we get along great now. We just realized we're better off if we're friends and co-parenting than together and parenting together, because it's just, it doesn't work for us. I felt like, I still feel like this sometimes, I felt like a terrible mother because I'm just another statistic now, and because I felt like I couldn't make it work, and it didn't work, and things happen, you know. She still sees her dad, she still sees that side of the family often, at least once a week. I have her majority of the time, and then he'll take her when he has days off or when he's working half days, stuff like that. Or he'll come stop by before she goes to bed, depending on when he gets off work. But I have her majority of the time. But being a single parent doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's life. It's what happens. It's hard. You don't, especially because I'm in school, you don't get what you want done. It's rare if you get what you want done. I know when I get stuff done, I'm like, yes, got done. But that's just life, you know? You gotta work it out and hope you can do what's best for your child. And that's what we're doing. Like, don't think that I really want to, like, say this because I feel very strongly about this. You are not a terrible person or a parent or anything if this has happened to you, if you are a single parent. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. It's not the child's fault. It just happens. People break up, people don't work out, and the stress can get to you, and that's just how it is. So, and another thing I want to talk about is daycare. I am really sick of people saying terrible things about it. If you find a really good daycare, they are amazing. My daughter is in daycare 4 days a week, and it's amazing. It's a developmental daycare, so they are learning things, they teach things, they have them on a set schedule. I have to have her there before 8 o'clock in the morning or she doesn't get breakfast. Like, it's a really good place, and it kind of lets them venture out and socialize with kids their own age. Yes, my daughter's 1. She doesn't talk. Like, she doesn't understand everything yet. But she socializes with babies her age, which is an amazing thing. And she wouldn't normally get that on a regular basis, if not for daycare. Yes, I agree. It is very expensive. It's ridiculous. I hate how much it is, but what can you do? It's what you gotta do for your children. I don't have another option right now. If I could, I would be doing that, but I don't have someone who I can just be like, all right, can you watch it 4 days a week? And like, it doesn't work. But it's amazing. She loves it. She is so happy there when you pick her up. She doesn't want to leave. Like, she's great. She loves it. So I definitely think it's a really great thing to put kids in that. And that's why I am so for putting my children in preschool. I will put them in preschool because it's an amazing environment for them to socialize with other kids. It's not because I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to hand my child off to anyone. No. I did look around. I wasn't just going to throw her in a daycare where they just watch them all day. Like, they don't do anything. I want her in something where it's important and they teach them and they are really caring and socializing, and everyone at this place is so caring. Everyone, all, like, the owners, everyone, they know her by name. Like, I walk in the building and they know who it is from the back of her head. Like, they know who everyone is, and it's a great feeling to know that they know your child. Like, it's not just, oh, it's another kid in my class. They know your child. And that, I feel like she is very cared about. And she's been in there for a few months now. 2 months. Month and a half. And so far, I love it. I will update if that changes, but I really love it. And it's a really good thing for her. And she's really loving it. So, what else was I going to say? I feel like there's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, I also want to talk. I will make a video on my labor and delivery. I think I talked about it a little bit at some point, like here and there, but I never did it full on like labor and delivery video about what it was like and that kind of thing. So I will morph on that a little bit so you guys can understand what I've gone through, and if you can relate, I would really like someone who can relate to that, because I don't have many people in my life who are in the same boat as me right now, and it's really hard being this young and having a child. Mainly for me is I'm in school, I'm in cosmetology school, and a lot of the kids I go to school with just graduated high school and they're out partying and stuff. I'm just like, I can't just go out right now. Like, and they don't always, and people my age don't always understand why I can't just leave at the drop of a hat. So it's really hard to connect with people that don't understand. So if you live in my area or you even just want someone to talk to, help you through stuff, I am totally here. Just send me a message, and if we get talking, I can give you my number, and I'm here for people. I definitely understand what a lot of you are going through. Whether you're married and have 3 kids, or you're single, the dad left you, whatever. I'm here. So just send me a message if you need someone to talk to, because I'm a very good talker. I was gonna say one more thing. This is what I call mommy brain. I've had it all day. It's not really working out. Yes, it still happens after a year later for me. I've the worst memory. My daughter's dad says it's like I have Alzheimer's. Really is. It's terrible. I can't think of anything else. I feel like there's something else I need to say. I can't think of it right now. So send me a message or something. It would be great to hear from you. See you guys later. Bye.